First responders from Alabama are on the ground in states devastated by Hurricane Helene. They're part of the Alabama Mutual Aid System dispatched to the hard-hit areas like the Ashville, North Carolina region. Firefighters I've talked with from Alabama tell me this disaster is like nothing they've ever seen before. And joining us this morning is Battalion Chief Tim Lawson from Hoover Fire Department. Chief, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us what you all are seeing on the ground there.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of devastation. The area that we're working is Guerin Creek and Black Mountain, North Carolina. Tremendous amount of flooding here. So we're working today. We're continuing search and rescue efforts, and we're using dog teams and bringing in humanitarian aid to areas that are the hardest hit. The area we're in today is called Lower Flat Creek, and in Lower Flat Creek, they are cut off. Bridges were washed out in many areas. So we're trying to get in by helicopter and on foot, UTVs, and deliver water, food to people that are sheltered in place. So that's what we're working on today, just trying to get our teams in place. And we're also doing follow-ups on areas that have mudslides and things of that nature. So a lot of work to do. You're
getting supplies to those who survived, obviously. And
That's
I know
right.
you're trying to find those who are missing. So many people missing. We're looking at numbers in the hundreds. Are you having any indication that many of these people, maybe it's because of cell phones, or that they're gone, swept away by the water and the mud?
No, that's a good question. So there are a lot of people on the missing person list right now. So one of the jobs of the USAR teams is to get into these communities and find people that are sheltered in place that family just can't get in touch with them. So what we're doing is getting a list of names and needs, and then we report that back up to FEMA, our FEMA IST representatives, our branch supervisors, and then they can mark those people off of the missing person list. So yes, the missing person list is broad, but that's not necessarily saying that all those people are missing. They're just unaccounted for right now. So that's because these areas are cut off and so remote. Just yesterday, we had to take multiple helicopter flights up into areas to get to the people and say, here's names, addresses. And so we get all that information, and at night we upload that back to FEMA, and then they can mark those people off as safe. So yes, there are people that are legitimately missing, but right now we're in the process of just finding out who's who.
Going down the list. You told me a heartbreaking story just with the first responders, the firefighters you've been working alongside there.
That's right. There was a firefighter fatality in the community that we worked, or that we're based out of, and so yeah, that's a hurting community right now. Not only that, all of the first responders, those families live in that community that's so devastated. So we're loving on a lot of people. We certainly want the people back in Birmingham to understand that these people need our prayers, and they're going to need them for a while. This community is going to take a while to rebuild, and there's certainly a lot of loss of life, and not just life, but whole communities that were thriving just a few days ago.
How do you convey, I know you're making calls back home or to the men and women you work with, how do you convey to them what you're seeing? Because the video that we're seeing, you can't get your head wrapped around it. It's just different than most of the hurricanes we see.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, this was just a mass flood situation. So, there's full trees, vehicles, homes, both mobile homes and, stick-built structures that have just been completely removed from their foundation and moved 300-400 yards, some as much as a mile. We found a gun safe yesterday that belonged to one of the firemen in the area that we're working in that had been moved about 3 miles from its home. So, I mean, just things like that. The amount of water that came through this area and the power of that is pretty astounding. So, yeah, just a lot of devastation. But the devastation is centered in those valleys, in those where what used to be a creek turned into a raging river. So those are the areas that we're seeing the most devastation in. And then obviously the bigger cities where this came into, like Asheville, where you see all that debris that came through the mountains pushed into areas like that. So yeah, it's pretty devastating, and it's very hard to understand from a picture what we're seeing.
Hoover Battalion Chief Tim Lawson there in North Carolina, boots on the ground. Thank you for the work that you and your team are doing there to help those people.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.